Meet Wishart.
Mr. Speaker, can I join you in your warm tributes to Paul Evans and wish him all the best in his retirement? And can I thank our curious new Leader of the House for announcing, well, the meaningless stuff which we're coming back to in September. And can I obviously warmly welcome him to his place. He's the fifth Leader of the House that I've had in my 4th year, but it would have to be said that he's by far the most exotic so far. And maybe... And I did not mean to upset the Right Honourable Member for South Northamptonshire in that particular remark. But maybe it would be as well to point out to him he's Leader of the House of Commons, not the House of Plantagenet or the House of Tudor. And he will have, of course, a number of key responsibilities. Prime amongst them is restoration and renewal, perhaps not a concept that he is particularly renowned, unless, of course, it's one of his own houses when it comes to that. And can I join everybody in paying tribute to the Right Honourable Member for Central Devon? We'll now never get that holiday bus from hell, Mr. Speaker, and I will forever miss his terrible jokes about music at my expense. And even though he knew that his post would probably only be temporary, he did take his job in his stride. And I don't know about you, Mr. Speaker, but I went to bed last night and I had this horrible nightmare that the UK government had been taken over by rabid right-wing Brexiteers, and I'm not particularly sure whether I'm awake yet. So can we have a debate about dystopian visions of hell and have a look at where this cabinet of dysfunctional Bash Street kid fits in? And I'm presuming that at some point the Leader of the House will be wanting some sort of debate about Brexit when we get back, given that's been his life and mission. He and his ERG colleagues are now the political mainstream in this House. So when we get the chance to debate their big plans to crash out without a deal and all the disastrous consequences that awaits for us. And I know he's familiar with Scotland. He famously fought the Glenrothes by-election with his nanny and his roller. So he knows that no way on earth is Scotland going down with his colleagues and his buffoons Brexit. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, can I wish you, all the staff in this House, a very happy recess. Can I wish the Shadow Leader of the House and the new Leader of the House a very warm time, and hope they enjoy themselves and have some time for relaxation. It's hot outside, Mr. Speaker, but as they continue to open the doors of hell in their buffoons Brexit, it's going to get a lot hotter yet.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I may be the 5th Leader of the House since the Honourable Gentleman has taken his post, but from what I hear, it seems that his question is the same regardless, so it doesn't make any difference who the Leader of the House should be, and therefore I fear the answer is going to be much the same. Though I would point out that the House of Commons predates the House of Tudor. It started in 1265. House of Tudor obviously begins with Henry VII. No, the Honourable Gentleman is a very good parliamentary historian, but 1265 is when the Burgesses come from the towns, as he knows perfectly well. Anyway, on restoration and renewal, I had the privilege of serving on the Restoration and Renewal Committee, and I think it is extraordinarily important that this House of Commons is not only a beacon for democracy as it was built to be in the 19th century, but also as a functioning modern parliament. And finally, the Honourable Gentleman will be very reassured to know that he doesn't have to wait long. Thursday, the 5th of September, we will be back here and we will have questions to the Department for exiting the European Union. So his wish is my command. It will be granted.